here at the Night of Memories with Jamey Carroll, of course, the Castle University of Evansville standout and played in the World Series with the Rockies. But before we talk about the World Series, let's go to that Padres game and talk about the mindset of playing that one-game playoff to go to the playoffs, and then you get the game-winning RBI.
Well, first of all, it's a special situation. You play in a playing game where you go through 162 games and it wasn't enough. So we were excited about it. We were playing good baseball at the time, so we still looked like we had nothing to lose, and that's the way we felt. But it was a game that was intense, nerve-wracking, but exciting all at the same time. I mean, to have the crowd that we did, and to have the energy and the feeling, and you can just feel the intensity and just the stress levels of everybody in the stands when this guy's getting on base. And then to have an opportunity to, come to the plate and put us in the playoffs. You couldn't be more thankful than an opportunity like that.
Talk about that at-bat from the time you got in the batter's box until the time the umpire said safe and you knew you were going on.
It probably lasted about 35 minutes in my mind and head, but even though it was as quick as can be, I was just trying to play situational baseball. I had a guy on third with less than 2 outs, and I try to use it to my advantage as the catcher, and I've played with before, and he knows how I approach my at-bats. And he probably thought I was going to take a pitch and maybe get ahead with a fastball. So I was just hoping to try to be aggressive, get a fastball in the zone, maybe a little bit up to try to drive a fly ball. And sure enough, all of a sudden it happens. And, you see it in the air. And then you realize the guy's standing right there. He's playing in for the possibility to play at the plate. And the throw probably seemed like it was in the air for days. So the emotions were excitement and then stress and then excitement again. And then you cut loose like you're a 3-year-old all over again.
How big of a hero were you when you went back to Denver after putting the Rockies in the playoff like that?
Well, at that time it became a special situation because the city really started to back us. And, when you start to go across the street and go to your breakfast place, people start knowing and paying attention to who you are. And then now you get little high fives here and there across the crosswalk. That's what made it fun. That's what makes it all worthwhile, everything you go through. To get to those kind of moments, it makes it special.
You've been a bench player in the World Series. You always had to have that mindset that it could be me. You get your at-bat finally. Did you think it was a home run against Papelbon? Take us through that pitch.
Well, I don't think I hit enough home runs to realize that they're out. But I hit it pretty good, and I thought, it was at least a hit, and it came around first, and, saw that I was out. So I'm jogging back to the bench thinking, wow, I'm surprised. I thought something good was going to come out of it because I hit it pretty good. And then, you finally realize why that team is the World Series champs. Francona did a good job of pulling out Manny, putting Ellsbury in there, and, for that purpose. And he made a great play. And you walk away with the memory of, having an at-bat in the World Series and hitting it good off a good closer. And just also being thankful that you're not that last out when everybody walks away, and it's always you walking back to the bench. So. But just memories you'll cherish, and hope we get back there again someday.
If it was Manny, you'd probably still be running. But let's now finally talk about the Cleveland Indians and now a new adventure, a new league, and a brand new team that can contend and also get to the World Series.
Right. Well, it's all those things you just said. Obviously, it's a good situation. It's a team that feels familiar like it was in Colorado. A bunch of good young talent with some veteran guys mixed in, and they won 96 games last year. One game away from the World Series and playing us. So. It's a great opportunity. It's in a new league, and, we're going to go and have fun with it.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Jamey. We'll root for you with the Indians. Jamey Carroll, the biggest RBI in Colorado Rockies history. Back to you.